Bob, coming into the fall, can you give us an update on the CCA priorities?
Sure. COVID-19 has shown how much we need a secure and well-funded business risk management program for the cattle industry. Currently, we're working on the removal of the reference margin limit and the $3 million payment cap on agri-stability. We also recognize that the Western Livestock Price Insurance Program is a hugely valuable tool to the beef industry. It's only available in Western Canada. This program needs to be made national and permanent. In the trade front, of course, we need trade. We're 100% behind free trade around the world. We need a strong World Trade Organization. Our immediate focus is on developing good trading relationships with the UK before January of 2021. In Ottawa, we're really promoting how valuable cattle production is to the environment and what a good thing it is to the environment. We will be having a virtual town hall in September. We don't know when, but hopefully we have some good news for people then.
Can you also provide us an update on the recent announcements by McDonald's Canada?
Yeah, McDonald's Canada has gone back to, or will be back to 100% Canadian beef in September. They had to go drop a little bit because of supply issues during the Cargill shutdown, but they've assured us by September they'll be back to 100% Canadian beef. They're also going to add the quarter pounder to their CRSB sustainable beef program, which is really good news. It shows that this sustainable movement is, people are willing to pay for it. So, thank you.
Hello, this is Brian Perillat with your Canfax Cattle Market Update for Tuesday, August 25th. We've come through the summer in great shape as the packing plants have recovered packing capacity to pre-COVID levels, working Saturday shifts and really focusing on fed cattle slaughter to be processing more fed cattle than a year ago. I've been doing that about 10 of the last 12 weeks. We've processed more fed cattle, helping to offset some of the shortfalls we saw in the second quarter. That said, fed cattle supplies remain ample and look to be that way through September and October, with many cattle to come forward for processing. That said, cattle prices have been somewhat depressed relative to a year ago. Fed cattle prices have been steady to slightly stronger into the mid to high 130s on a live basis in Western Canada. Ontario maintains a premium with their prices into the mid to higher 140s on a live basis, some of the strongest prices in North America. Calf and feeder market, despite all this situation with the fed prices and feedlots still seeing losses, calf and feeder prices remain strong. Calf prices fully in line with a year ago, 5-weight steers up to $2.20 a pound, and the feeder market also remains strong, fully steady with a year ago. 8-weight steers into the 190s, and even short 8-weights hitting $2 a pound in some instances. So strength there. Feed grain prices supporting the calf and feeder market. Southern Alberta barley prices have dropped over $1 a bushel as we see some good new crop production and crop yields and barley hitting the market that way. The other factor we are watching is the Canadian dollar is creeping higher into that 75-76 cent range relative to the 70-cent range we saw earlier this year. So another factor to keep on an eye on. But overall, again, market's performing well, and with most cases, calves, feeders fully steady to last year.
Hi everyone, Allana Minchau here from the Canadian Beef Industry Conference. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who joined us for our first virtual conference. Even though this was our 5th anniversary, we want to thank the attendees and sponsors for the patience you gave us as we worked through how to put on a virtual event as we focused on rising to the challenge. It could not have been the success it was without you and your support. We saw a record in registrants with almost 2,000 from across Canada and around the world. Dr. David Hughes and Amanda Radke were the memorable moments for most attendees, and McDonald's announcing the addition of the Quarter Pounder to their certified sustainable offerings had everyone buzzing. Just a reminder to all of our attendees, if you registered for the event but you missed a session or you want to go back and check it out, you have access to all those sessions until September 30th through the event landing page. CBIC is a joint collaboration between the Beef Cattle Research Council, Canada Beef, the Canadian Beef Breeds Council, Canadian Cattlemen's Association, and the National Cattle Feeders, with the common goal of being the meeting place of the Canadian beef industry. We hope in the future we can continue to facilitate this event for the industry and see everyone again, hopefully in person, in Penticton, British Columbia in 2021. We will see you there. And to stay up to date, follow us along on our website at CanadianBeefIndustryConference.com or give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Hope to see you in Penticton.
When determining farm management practices that lead to financial success, continuous learning tops the list. This includes being a part of networks, educational institutions, conferences, and focus groups. By being part of the Canadian Cow-Calf Cost of Production Network, producers will be introduced to others with similar production systems. This means having similar, but not identical, calving dates, weaning dates, days of winter feeding, and the portion of winter feed that is being purchased, as well as being located in a similar environment. This will allow them to share management techniques that have both failed and succeeded on their operations. Learning from each other's past experiences will accelerate results and help mitigate risk, as there will always be someone that you can reach out to troubleshoot with when you're having issues with a new initiative. This type of network encourages knowledge to be passed between generations and producers to increase the competitiveness of the cow-calf industry. In addition, this will provide information to the Canadian Roundtable for Sustainable Beef's updated economic assessment. As an add-on to the project, greenhouse gas information will be collected for both the benchmark and the future farm scenarios. From this, we will be able to identify win-win situations where you have a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions as well as reduced cost of production, allowing us to communicate about where industry is contributing to the climate change conversation. For more information or to sign up, go to www.canfax.ca.
Hi, my name is Jessica Giles, and I'm the Youth Leadership Coordinator at the Canadian Cattlemen's Association. And we've definitely had an exciting past few weeks for the Cattlemen Young Leaders program, starting with on Monday, August 10th, when we held our CYL Selections event, where 24 semifinalists competed for 1 in 16 spots in the upcoming program year. New this year is we held the competition virtually, where semifinalists were judged on their discussions with their peers on various topics in the beef industry, ranging from the COVID-19 pandemic to sustainability, precision ag technology, and much more. And it was so great to hear the ideas and knowledge and passion from the next generation of the Canadian beef industry. Last week, we had the pleasure of announcing the CYL finalists from selections, who come from all across Canada this year. And of the 16 finalists, there's 2 from BC, 7 from Alberta, 2 from Saskatchewan, 2 from Manitoba, 2 from Ontario, and 1 from PEI. And we're looking forward to pairing them with a handpicked industry leader for their upcoming mentorship. You can also view a full list of our CYL finalists at cattlemenyoungleaders.com. Also exciting for the CYL program was our big 10th anniversary celebration held at the virtual Canadian Beef Industry Conference on August 11th, where we unveiled a video presentation looking back on the last decade of the program. And it was such a fun way to thank and recognize all the important people who've played such a critical role in getting the program to where it is today, that we've seen over 120 graduates since it was established in 2010. Make sure to keep an eye out on our social media as we continue to celebrate our 10th anniversary in the coming weeks. As well, you can view the full video presentation at cattlemenyoungleaders.com.